So I promised a bit of an update video today, and I'm going to keep this relatively brief as it's not exactly something I'm enjoying talking about, but for the most part needs to be talked about for the well-being of the channel. It's not laziness that's kept me off my feet for a little while, as well as the state of the Minish Cap Let's Play. So let me start this brief with the Minish Cap Let's Play real quick. The reason why this Let's Play will be stopping suddenly is mostly because I am sick and tired of reading of all these Nintendo problems on social media, such as YouTube pretty much. Their copyright claims on everything from any Nintendo product, seemingly at random, is quite frankly terrible. Their program and a way out of it for you to be taking their partnership program is also something that just, it's disgusting. It leaves very little to be desired, or very much to be desired, not very little to be desired, other way around. It leaves much to be desired, and it's just a terrible business practice. What I don't get from their clearly outdated thinking is that they don't understand that it's free advertising when people play your games for that, and many more sales are drawn from social media and things like that. I mean, coverage is never bad. I get that there are certain parts you don't want spoiled in a video game, and you can, I guess, put some guideline on there saying we would like it if you didn't cover this, but at the same time it's going to be covered one way or the other, given your permission or not. Now that the barrage of police is over, that's pretty much my explanation for why the Minish is done. It will return, but it will return when Nintendo either takes a different stance or I can find a way to go through it. It's just, no, it's pretty much going to be when, like, I don't care personally when I myself am claimed. I don't make revenue from this. I don't have a following that allows me to gain revenue from this. So that's not my issue. My issue personally is support for a cause. Really, what needs to happen for Nintendo to understand all this is to lose that YouTube coverage side of things. It's just, they need to go through that phase. We need to fight this stuff to make sure we're able to gain the support back in the YouTube community. Other companies are coming around. Ubisoft is one of the big ones I've noticed that has been very open and willing to provide people with games, and not only that, but let them cover it from start to finish without much of a problem. There have been stuff in the past, obviously, and those have been mistakes, such as the Far Cry 4 stuff, where they went through an entire people recorded an entire section, and Ubisoft themselves edited it down and got rid of many of the bugs. Though in an early development state, why would you get rid of bugs? It's bleh. Anyway, that's off the point. This is my reasoning for not doing the Minish Cap. I hope you understand. I probably will end up talking about Zelda U and future Nintendo titles in more ramble videos where I can discuss what I like about them and such, but there won't be any official coverage from Nintendo products on my channel for a little while. That being said, tomorrow you should be receiving the first episode of my next project, which is really a delayed project from the last time I started it. We're going to be restarting The Witcher, with this time no problems from computer or fake copyright claims. Everything will work out just fine, and I'm excited to reveal this project now. Much of my notes have just been sitting there, and I've been waiting for the chance to do this. I'm excited to finally bring it through, so hopefully you can enjoy that instead of the Minish Cap. And I really want to do more Zelda projects and such, but I literally can't. Not with this stuff. I probably could do games like Bayonetta and such on the Wii U because that stuff's not owned by Nintendo, but it's on a Nintendo console. But any first-party Nintendo games are probably just going to go and just get kicked. We're going to have to kick the bucket on those because I just can't. I can't support this. Again, no revenue, no money's involved. I just don't like the practice, so I'm not going to support it. End of story. Now, the reason the channel has been barren as of these last few weeks would be mostly because of my health. March 11th, I would say, I was just about done healing from my previous surgery, which brought me in my right eye from legally blind to functional, which is the same surgery I had in September of last year, where I had it in my left eye, from legally blind to functional. and I'm seeing the average person's sight 2040, 2060, which is great. You know, I never saw that before. But on March 11th, I went through to my doctor after seeing something happening, and it turns out I had a tear in my retina, which is something I'm prone to, and it was major in comparison to previous times. So when I had that, the procedure was a lot more intensive, a lot more stuff happened, and I'm still pretty physically nauseous from doing anything more than playing games. I can't even play games for that long without getting dizzy. It's getting better now, which is why I'm able to start recording, get things moving along again. I'm back in my classes and such, and doing things I can to move my life forward again. But it has been a really rough few weeks in terms of nausea and just functioning as a normal human being. You tell me, every time you turn around and get nauseous, that just, ugh, I can't even get a car. Essentially, if I had to describe this right now, there's a bubble in my eyeball, and anytime I move, it basically looks like I'm looking through Jello. And that is very dizzying when it's in your eyeball and you can't actually close your eye, because when I close my eye, that's what I see. A bubble. It's just a darker bubble. But I don't want to get into any of the details, too much more detail there, as it's not exactly comfortable to most people to talk about things with your eyeball that need to be tampered with. So we're going to leave it there. I hope this update sufficed, and you can know my views on why Minish is cancelled, what the next project is, and just in general, why we've been barren the last few weeks, I would say. The Witcher will take up a nice good chunk of time, and I'll probably start up a side series halfway through it when I'm comfortable going on with The Witcher to add a bit more depth to the channel, as I'm sure most people know The Witcher is not exactly kid-friendly in many cases. In fact, I would honestly, if I might actually consider slapping a mature rating on that project if I can, to prevent younger audiences from looking at it, as it is intensive there. Anyway, I've been Avier of Chaotic Reunion, and I will see you all tomorrow for the beginning of The Witcher. Thanks for watching.